concept called the EVP, the Executive VP, Virtual Professional. Is this your next online job? What do you think, guys? Sumagot sa chat room.
Yes.
Is this your next online job? Yan, tama, mag-unmute kayo. Because pwede naman. Di ba? Mabuti naman, sinabi mo, yes, very good. No? Now, I'm gonna talk to you about the technical skills and requirements, but not just technical, but also yung more important thing, which is called the mindset. Gusto niyo ba matutunan yung mas importante pa sa technical, which is, paano ba daw mag-isip para makuha yung ganyang klaseng trabaho? Okay? Paano mag-isip? Kasi this kind of work, hindi naman talaga kailangan ng high-tech skills, no? High-tech. So, matetest natin kayo tonight, no? Kung akala nyo, required ng high-tech skills, yung pala kailangan lang ng pagiging maparaan, which I mentioned in the very first video of this show. So, if you're watching, this is your first time to watch, make sure you watch that replay, okay? Ask me for the replay, no? Or ask everyone here for the replay. Nasaan yung link ng replay na yon? Because it's very critical to find out. What does it mean to be maparaan? Because kung hindi mo alam ang technical problem, dapat maparaan ka to find the answer, right? Okay, let's go. Now, let me help you. Let's set you up for success in the world of the executive virtual professional. Okay ba?
Yes.
Ayan, very good. Sino nagsabi ng yes? Ganda mo yes mo, habaan mo. Yes!
Yes!
Kasi one of the secrets daw nila, sabi nila, para mag-work ka dyan sa executive vice president, executive virtual professional, dapat ikaw daw ay bubbly. Sino dito ang bubbly? Kung mag-yes, yes!
Yes!
Ganun. So parang power, oo, pero wag mo sasabihin yung power, Kasi kausap mo mga puti. Huwag mo sabihin pa, yes, power, huwag gagawin niyo mga gano'n, maputi yan, okay? Okay, so that bubbly ka. So let's proceed. I prepared so much. Okay, there's going to be 2 parts. There's the show today, and there's most likely there's going to be another show next week to continue this, because I don't think I can fill up this entire show with all the lessons that I prepared. Kasi kakausapin pa natin yung ating guests. So let's start with the very first thing you need to have, which is called ano tawag dito? Yung ganyan. Yung sabi ni coach, gawin mo to, tas gawin mo yan, tas gawin mo yan. Ang tawag doon? Ang tawag doon ay playbook. Tama, si Mark, play. Pero, since hindi lang basta play, kailangan maraming play, so nilagay sa libro yung play. So, meron tayong mga tama, strategy. Janice, strategy is the right answer. Meron tayong tinatawag na Executive VP Playbooks. You need to know how the executive VP should think by thinking like the executive. That's why there are playbooks. Because not all executives think the same, right? They think different, right? I think different from other executives, from other entrepreneurs. So my playbook could be different from other people's playbooks. But I've seen so many different kinds of playbooks already that I can probably tell you where they're going with whatever they're doing, because I'm kind of familiar with that. So that's the first thing, a playbook. Now, you also need to understand, what is this? It's doing this. What is this? It's doing this. This is called a workflow. Executives and entrepreneurs, these are your clients, by the way. It's not because they're just executives, they're also entrepreneurs, no? Executives have certain kinds of workflows. Congratulations, I have been a real entrepreneur for almost 10 years. Yeah, almost 10 years, registered entrepreneur, okay, with all the flaws and stuff. So executive workflows, I'm pretty familiar with how it works, especially if it's an online business, okay? If it's a restaurant, probably not me, but for online business, I definitely know the workflows. Now, what is this? You need to have, finally, the skills, executive VP skills that appeal to the entrepreneur and the executive. So the EVP doesn't just mean executive, it also means entrepreneur VP. All right? Pakitype nga yung EEE sa chat room. So you get the understanding that EVP doesn't just mean executive, but also the entrepreneur VP. Okay, let's try the playbooks. Okay, let's try the playbooks right now. So what are the playbooks that you should be aware of? There'll be some quizzes today. So are you willing to have fun? You want to have fun? So make sure you participate in the quizzes. Bilisan niyo ang daliri niyo, okay? And at the same time, have hope that you can learn the stuff. Can you type this one? I can learn this stuff. Yeah, okay. You just have hope because there is a ton of stuff. You're going to be an EVP. You're gonna learn this stuff. So the first one is inbox playbooks. Inbox playbooks. What is that? So, well, you've seen an inbox, right? And you've seen an inbox that's overflowed. What do you do when there are 30,000 unread emails? Go. What do you do? There are 30,000 unread emails. This is not yours. This is your entrepreneur. You're working for him. What do you do? The answer is there is no one answer. There's no one answer. If your entrepreneur client has 30,000 unread emails, there is a technique, a playbook that you can follow when the inbox is overflowing. And there's not one technique. There are several techniques. Okay? Question. Do you know what to do? Have you done it before? The answer must be yes. You should have done this before. If you haven't done this before, you organize somebody, your own inbox, pinabayaan mo na inbox mo, you just make sure that your inbox is a mess. Then after tonight, make sure you find out the inbox playbooks. Yes? What are the styles that you can do, techniques that you can do, strategies that you can do? Like, for example, Divina says, I will just delete everything. That is one. That is one in playbook. That's one play. However, if you do that to the client, they might kill you. You deleted all my clients' emails. Remember, it's not yours. It's your clients, right? So knowing the playbook, looking for the playbook, practicing the playbook on your own inbox is a must. You need to know. The answer is here in the S, playbooks. There's no one answer, okay? There are different answers. And this is one of the things you need to know. Next is the calendar playbooks. Oh, what is that? Calendar, what do you do with the calendar? Very easy, no? Well, calendars are used by entrepreneurs and executives so they can meet people. That's what we use it for. We meet people, we do Zooms, we do events. So we also use it to book our travel, for luxury, for rest, for vacations, and for business. The calendar playbook is almost everybody knows, oh, let's use Calendly. I actually don't use Calendly because I know Calendly is a weak app, but a lot of people use it. Never mind. Why don't I just tell you what's a better app? Well, in my upcoming course, I will tell you what is the better app. And more than that, I'll teach you how to use it. Okay? I'll teach you how to use it. So when they ask you about your calendar playbooks and how do you handle calendars, you know exactly what to do. You understand? Now, organizing your calendar, if you haven't done it before, it's important pala, no? Can you type the word I? It's important that you know how to organize somebody else's calendar, right? And you might think it's so easy, just, add an event, birthday, no, not really. It's not that easy. It's not that hard as well. It's not easy, it's not hard, all right? It's just, you should know the different kinds of approaches or playbooks that people need to do so that they can, you can manage their calendar. Remember, as EVP, you will be or may be asked to manage the client's calendar. Okay? Give an example now. My calendar contains lots and lots of birthdays. I never greet anyone. Do you think the birthday should be in my calendar? I don't greet anyone. I'm the client. Do you think the birthdays must be in my calendar when I have no care whose birthday it is?
No.
What do you think? That's one. Should you force me to care about somebody's birthdays? That's another playbook. One is agree with the client, playbook number one. Agree with the client and remove birthdays. Now, playbook number two, talk to client if birthday is really something not important or should be important. Playbook number three, talk to client to add customers' birthdays, major customers' birthdays in calendar. Playbook number three. Gets? There's no one answer. Pakitype nga. There is no one answer. I don't know the answer. It depends on the client. Yes? Like for example, me, go ahead, erase the birthday. Even if, girly, it's valuable to you, birthdays. Client says, I don't care about my friends' birthdays. What do? Do you force the client to care about the birthdays? Because you believe your value, no? You believe it's important. Or you do ask the client or make a discussion about birthdays. It depends. It depends on how the client told you. Delete the birthdays.
Yeah.
Okay. It depends if the client didn't need to tell you. But if you saw my calendar, you'd see every day there's a birthday. Client, do you know all these people? The client says, no. Why are there birthdays in your calendar? I don't know. Facebook put it there. Oh, what do you do? Yeah. Whatever you answer, that is the yung playbook, calendar playbook. Okay? Whatever you answer. It's not how to organize. It's also how to talk to the client on how to manage that calendar. Ayan. Are you getting the idea what the job is? What I'm telling you is this is the job. This is part of the job. To talk to the client about the calendar, to organize the calendar based on the conversation. Ayan. Jomar, ang dali naman yan. Calendar lang? Tama mali. Tama mali. Is it hard to talk to someone about calendar niya? Easy. No. It's easy. It's easy. No? And then, gagawa ka ba ng video na may transitions, na mayroong legal music, na mayroong animation? No. You're just gonna talk to them about the calendar. It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Now, some of you are saying, that's very hard to talk to people. I don't like to talk to people. Then maybe you're not an EVP. Yeah? You don't want to talk to your client, then maybe, you cannot be an EVP. All right? So that's just talking and then organizing. Let's talk about the next one, reporting playbooks. By the way, my name is Jomar Hilario, and you have not heard of this anywhere. I did not Google the answer to this. I came up with this from experience. All right? Short experience story. I am the author of the book Virtual Careers, which is somewhere here. You cannot find my book. It's always nagkakalat. Bottom line, I've been working with virtual professionals for 2005. Mag-compute tayo. 2005 minus 2022. I've been working with virtual professionals for how many years since 2005? 17 years. I hired my first 10, probably 16, virtual professionals in February 1, 2005. Of course, I remember now. Why? Because I have to pay them every month. Because that's why I remember them. And since 2005, I've been paying virtual assistants, groups of 16, sometimes 10, sometimes 5. There was a time I have only one virtual professional. I think it's from about 2006. Okay, because I didn't have a business then. I was still an employee then, but I still have an online business with a virtual professional serving me. And this person, by the way, I only met this person once ever physically. And I hired him, and I hired his girlfriend, which I never met at all. And I think that relationship was 2 years. No, I kept that guy. He was an out-of-school youth. Wow, why do you hire out-of-school youth? Because I was only looking for internet skills. You see that?
Yes.
If you know how to use the internet, and you don't say, "Ay, hindi ako teke," I will hire you. Yes, because that's attitude, right? If you just complain, then I cannot hire you. But if you say, okay, I can do that, then I'll hire you. So reporting, I've done many different kinds of reporting with my virtual professionals. Remember, if I was managing 16 virtual professionals, I need to have reporting. They have to report to me every day. Okay, and there are different styles of reporting. That's why different playbooks. For example, you can do a reporting to your client using an app where you only talk inside the app. That is actually the social version of reporting. Okay, that's the social version. That's today. Today, people identify an app. Oh, let's talk in the app and only in the app. Okay. There's another one is the client gives you his entire Gmail. He doesn't even have to send you an email because you're inside his email. So how is he going to give you instruction? He's gonna email you. Weird, no? But you're opening his email. So weird, right? So that's one way, no? Reporting is pretty critical because you need to be reporting every day. Why every day? Because that is the best way to make the client feel you're working for him. Virtual kasi ito. When the pandemic hit and people started working at home, nobody knew they had to report every day. That's why the bosses were so mad. What are they doing? They're not submitting any work, blah, 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 blah. But the guy was not finished with the presentation. He couldn't submit anything. You know what I mean? He couldn't. It was a 3-day presentation, and the bosses wanted an update every day. But have you ever heard of a company where you have to tell your boss every day what you did? Have you heard of that? You have. It's called virtual professionals. You need to tell the boss what you did every day. In fact, I have this mindset. Everybody type the MMM on the chat room. It's very important mindset. Every day, I'll tell you my mindset. It's very slow. Every day. I need to impress my boss with my report every day. I need to impress my boss with my report every day. And this is the mindset I used in 2005 when I started working. Okay? My first client was Brother Bo Sanchez, by the way, if you don't know, during the concerts of Jars of Clay. He was my quote-unquote boss, but actually he wasn't paying me. I was just doing it voluntarily. When I hired my 16 virtual professionals, did my boss pay me? No. Where did you get the money? From my salary. I was passionate to promote the concert of Jars of Clay in Manila, Christian rock band, even though I'm Catholic, that I hired 16 people and paid them, but don't worry, I paid them at the end of the month, no, to promote a concert in Araneta Coliseum. And every day, I reported to Brother Bo what I did. Who wants to see my reports? You want to see my reports to Brother Bo? It's a daily reports, daily email, daily. It's like, let me just describe this to you because I cannot show you the email right now. I will show it to you when you join my course, my mentoring course for EVP, but I will describe this to you. Every day, my goal is to make my email longer, to the point that he will not read it. He will just say, wow, this is a very long email because it was a report of what I did. You understand me? My mindset was, I need to impress this client, though he's not paying me anything. Do you get me? Do you get me? He's not paying me anything. We were selling tickets. Jomar, why did you do that? I told you I was passionate to share the gospel of Christ using Christian rock music. To the point I hired 16 people who are also passionate about Christian rock music to share so people will buy the tickets from Brother Bo. It was just passion. It was just passion. Why did you have to report? Because I wanted somebody to know what I was doing. Yes, correct? Because if I didn't report to anyone, I decide to sleep today and I didn't say that I took a break today, then everybody will think that I did nothing. Yes. But nobody needed to know what you were doing. Correct. Nobody needed to know. But that was the practice that I started with when I hired those people. I needed to ask them what to do. I need to tell them what to do. I need to ask them, what did you do today? So I can put it in the report to Brother Bo. Got it? It was just, for me, obvious. Though I was an employee, I was not an entrepreneur, I didn't know anything about business, I thought it was just obvious that he needed to know what was happening. All right? Do you think it's obvious for your client to know what you did every day if you never see each other ever? What do you think? Di pa kayo nag-face-to-face ever, hindi mo pa naaamoy ang kanyang, you have not smelled the perfume of your client. Do you think it's a great idea to send an impressive report every day? What do you think? Anyway, let's proceed with the next one. Brand new Assertiveness Playbooks. What is that? By the way, I will start with my broken accent. Is that okay? Broken accent. Jomar, why are you doing broken accent? Because you might think the EVP needs to be perfect English. Yes? No. Your clients don't even speak perfect English. So why? Yes? My mom always said, I can speak English, but that's all I can speak because I know only one language and I'm not even good at it. Anyway, hindi nyo kilala yun kasi you're too nice. You guys are too nice. Hindi nyo kilala si Forrest Gump. Anyway, Assertiveness Playbook, there are 4 kinds or at least 4 kinds of assertiveness. Why do you need this, Jomar? Because if you are like this, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, you will not make it in the EVP world because you cannot be just yes, ma'am. Number 1, they hate sup, ma'am. They hate sir. Do you know this? The Americans and the English and the people who will hire you, they do not like you to call them sir, ma'am. They are not sir, ma'am. They are just Alan, yeah, Richard, Samantha. Against that's their name. That's what they call themselves. So the first assertiveness is being able to call them by name and being nice. And the second assertiveness playbook would be to be able to relate to how they feel. If they feel sad, then you should be able to feel sad as well, but not depressed. Okay. If they are firm, you understand that that's it. That's firm. If your client is firm, you know also how to be firm. Yes, assertiveness, no? And if your client is aggressive, you know how to address that as well. If your client is aggressive, there are words you can use so that you can do this to your client. Wait lang, okay? No panic, no panic. You do not have to panic, all right? And assertiveness. And in my upcoming course, the EVP Mentoring, I will run you through these words and phrases you need to use to emphasize your assertiveness, your firmness, your compassion, and your being nice, okay? Because there are different styles of doing this. You cannot just stay as you are. You need to be able to adjust, no? Especially when you're talking to these clients, all right? Okay? Now, let me give you a background. No, I am this kind of client. What up? What up? Jomar, what kind of client were you? I was the worst kind. When I started as a virtual professional, I was a VP, sorry. I was a client for a VP, no? My very first one was, I was nice. I was nice to people, yeah, I was nice. I was promoting a concert for Christian rock, so I was very nice to people. When I started doing the hiring people for virtual professional for other stuff, my courses in 2008, 2009, 2010, I became this kind of client. Would you like to be hired by an aggressive client? How many of you? What do you think? No, no, you will just cry every day. However, if you know how to handle the aggressive client, then you will not cry. Yeah. So I started off as an aggressive client and soon became a compassionate client. Now, I'm not gonna ask you, now, who told you you were a compassionate client? Maybe I'm not, but at least now I know I'm being too aggressive. Yeah, I'm being too aggressive, so I've stopped doing that and start being just firm or compassionate. Much better. So like your classmates, do you have classmates who are sobrang mabait? Do you have classmates who are sobrang, when he says yes, it means yes? Do you have classmates who are always so aggressive? Same with clients. You should also learn which one are you and how are you going to use it to your advantage. All right. So you can be nice, firm, empathic, or aggressive. Depends on you. Okay, let's talk about your workflows. Game tayo? Game kayo sa workflows? I'm going fast. Is that okay? Okay lang pacing ko? Nasa workflows na agad eh. All right. Executive VP workflows or entrepreneur VP workflows. Here's one. I'll let you think about this. How do you know what the executive or the business person needs? How do you know what they need? Hello. Give you an example. Then you're going to go to a breakout room and talk among yourself. What's the answer? Client wants you to help fix from the Philippines the client's wedding. So the client says, hey, I want you to help me with my wedding. Ngayon, that's what the client emails you. What exactly are you going to say to the client? After the client emails you, hey, I want you to help me with my wedding. What exactly will you say? So dapat yung eksakto na sabihin mo. So in the chat room, please tell everyone you're with what exactly you will say. Not everyone will have an opportunity. Not everyone will have an opportunity to speak. So make sure you answer in detail. Okay, in detail. You need to answer more than one sentence. Okay, can you type it in? More than one sentence. What exactly will you email the client when request the client to help me in my wedding? Remember the assertiveness playbooks. In the chat room or in the breakout sessions, please share with the others your name. Anong sasabihin mo kay client? Your name, ang trabaho mo, nasa location mo, anong city mo, and what are you going to tell the client? This is just an exercise. Are you guys game? I hope so. Kasi nakabukas na. Nakagame na ba kayo? Some of you will just listen. Some of you will just answer. Pero if everyone else has already answered, please answer as well. Again, go. Give me an email of what you're going to say in detail as long as you want. Go. Go breakout room. Are you guys back? Nakaka-tense ba? Okay. How many of you, marunong kayo maggumamit? Hindi, sige, mga sa chat room na lang tayo. Said that exciting. Kanina, during the recitation, you actually said to the client or something like that. Yung parang, ang tawag dito, empathy. How many of you actually said, or to help you, blah, blah, blah. That was the first thing. How many of you? Yung ngayon, daya nyo. Kanina. Kanina. Alam ko, most of you answered with a question agad. Katulad ni Evangelita, discuss would be your budget, schedule events.
Yes.
Did I ask you to become a wedding planner? Client just said, help me in my way. So your answer would probably be like a friend. You say, okay. Is that, are you going to say, okay? Or are you going to say, wow, you want me to help you? Gets niyo po? Gets niyo po?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you said it, Jomar, obvious na. Alright, tama ba? So, Jomar, now that you said it, I think it's obvious to be excited, right? Tama?
Yeah.
Instead of asking, oh, where are you going to have your wedding? Agad-agad, di ba? You gotta tell your client immediately where, and you're asking them what food. You're not the wedding planner. Besides, the first thing is maybe be excited first. Yes? Yeah? Maybe lang. Kung emphatic ka. Remember, pag emphatic ka, if you're nice, ibang answer. If you're firm, you just ask questions agad. Okay, what do you want me to do? Gets? It's okay to ask questions agad because that's you. You're firm, right? Or that's you. You're aggressive. Yes? It's okay. Just so you know na that's a sample scenario that you might find yourself in. They say, oh, we're going to vacation in the Philippines. We're going to vacation in Taiwan. Please help me do this, make this happen. Vacation in Taiwan. What do you say first in the email? Okay, what? What do you want me to do? What? Is that it? Or, wow, that's so exciting, blah, 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 blah. Just be a human being and be a person. That's just an example. Thank you for participating with us in that short exercise na napahaba ng konti. Okay. So here is, let's continue this workflow. You need to have a sense of what the client will need. The question is how, no? Now, in some cases, how many of you type the letter T in the chat? You have booked your own travel, book your own airfare, hotel, stuff like that. How many of you have done that? Letter T in the chat room. If you've done that, then maybe you have an understanding of what a client needs when he says, I want a vacation. Yeah? If he says, I want a vacation, then maybe you can say, oh, okay, where, what kind of hotel, what kind of vacation, all that stuff. Because usually the job you will do will be along that line, preparing everything, right? But you cannot find out what you need to prepare unless you ask the questions from the client, yes? But helping a client with a vacation is easy. How about knowing the workflow of their tasks, day-to-day tasks? Now, as a client or a business owner or an executive, they do stuff every day. You need to know. Ano ba usually ginagawa ng client? Do you know? Have you read enough business books to find out? No? Have you read enough? How many of you are committed to read enough business books to find out what clients do? Business book. You're committed to oh, Jomar, I don't like books. I like YouTube. Fine. How many of you watch enough YouTube videos to find out what executives do or entrepreneurs do, right? Because you need to understand what they do. Okay. In my upcoming course, I will tell you what they usually do. Okay. I'll give you an example already. The travel needs of your clients. No. So that is the workflow. Now it's pretty short, but a client's workflow is a ton of stuff. Ang dami. Merong retention, merong scaling, there's growth, there's budgeting, hiring. You've heard of this. It's called the departments of a company. Yes? You need to know a good amount of everything because you don't know what this client does, right? But if you have an idea but say, I'm going to start budgeting. What do you start doing when you budget? You have to have an idea of what you do. What does anyone do when they start budgeting? Right? So that you can help clients in their budgeting. If that's what the client does, right? It depends on what the client does. Okay? If halimbawa, your client is a public speaker. So what do you think his regular work should be? You should know. At least get a good idea of what are the small things that are required if you are serving or as a client a public speaker, somebody travels to a place, goes and book into a hotel, goes into the conference room and talks there. No, what are the stuff that that person does? So since I've done that, I've done many kinds of entrepreneur hats, then I can definitely share to you the workflows of these clients. You have a good idea of what to expect, because clients actually expect you to know. All right, not na you've done it, no, but you would know. Yes, it's pretty easy to know. Like, just read a story of what people did, and now you know what they did. Yes, it's so easy. No, example, you know nothing about accountancy, so you read something what accountants do, then now you have an idea. If your client's an accountant, you can now serve the client better. All right. Okay. Now, since I have the experience of working with VPs, virtual professionals, for 17 years, and I've worn different hats. No, one time I'm an event promoter, one time I'm a course creator, one time I'm a YouTuber. Iba-iba. No, you really need to know them. Okay. Finally, let's drink to that. I'll discuss this some other time. This is a topic for next meeting. Okay, this is another meeting, the executive mindset. Make sure you don't miss this next meeting. All right, I'm gonna cut this presentation short because I would love you guys to meet our guests. Would you like to meet our guests? Okay. Before we meet our guests, let me talk to you about the skills. Okay, the skills muna. Okay, sorry. The executive VP skills. After the skills, this is really fast, no? We're gonna meet our guests. Okay ba? So our next meeting, I'm gonna talk to you about the executive VP mindset. But right now, let's talk about your actual skills. Here it is. Wow. Do you know how to search math formulas in YouTube? In Google. Math formulas. What? Yeah. Alam niyo ba, it's not about math. It's about, do you know how to search for the formula? How many of you know how to search? And when you're asked to find the formula for, let's say, exponential growth, halimbawa ganun. Do you know how to search for that? Exponential growth. Tapos, not only should you search for it, you know how to use it. It isn't in the website. The formula is there. You know how to use it. That's one skill. Searching for a math formula and knowing how to use it. Bakit? I don't need to do math. Of course you don't need to do math. Very simple math. Addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. That's essentially what you need to do. Percentage. You know how to find the formula for percentage? How do you compute for percentage? Sige nga. Try nyo nga ngayon. 6. If only 6 people attend. Sige, huwag na 6. If only 60 people attend and your seminar has 250 na upuan, what is your percentage attendance? Okay na. Search nyo, dali. If only 60 people attend, okay? 60 people attend, but you have 250 na upuan. So only 60 people attend, and you have 250 seats. What is the percentage? Okay. Question, what is the percentage formula? Okay, kaya yan. Percentage 60 and tapos 250 seats. What is the percentage formula? The question, there are two questions. What is the percentage and what is the percentage formula? Incomplete. The answer is correct, but the formula is, Marisa got it. Marisa got the answer. Joy got the answer. Now, if you already know how to compute for percentage, it's cheating, no? As you already know. What if you don't know the answer? What if you don't know the formula? Okay? What if you don't know the formula? You should know how to search. How many of you actually search for the formula first? Because the question has nothing to do with knowing the answer. The question is, do you know how to search for it? Yun. Grabe yung hinihingi ng skill, no? Do you know how to search for the answer? All right, let's try another one. English grammar apps. What? How many of you use English grammar apps every day? Can you tell me the names of the English grammar apps that you use every day? What? You do not use English grammar apps like Jomar? That is so bad. Correct. Do you notice I have really bad grammar in what I do? You know what? Because I use Tagalog. So English grammar apps are useless to me because I use Tagalog in my emails. So I cannot use the English grammar apps. So I don't use them because they will just mark all my Tagalog into wrong answer. But to become EVP, you need to be religiously using your English grammar apps. More than one, kasi it has an S. Jomar, grabe. The skill's not so hard, not so hard. Correct. Next skill, visual PM. Oh, ano yun? Project management, like Trello here that you're looking at right now. Trello is an app that allows you to make a task list and drag things from in progress to done. From start backlog, you put it in progress, then you put it into done. This is what Trello actually looks like. The competition of Trello, an app called Asana, actually also looks like this. Okay. Question: have you have any experience in using project management apps like this? The answer is yes. Next week, today, tomorrow, tonight, I will play with Trello. All right. Trello. Okay, type in the chat room Trello, and it's competition called Asana. Because once you have a client and you guys are doing so many things, you would probably say, thank you, Jomar, for teaching us how to use visual project managers, because you will become so confused. What are you going to do next? In my experience on VP, we use Trello. Okay, I have my virtual professionals. Listen to this. I have my VPs create the Trello for me. I did not create the task list for them. I had them do everything for me. So I have tons and tons of project management workflows in Trello created by my virtual professionals. But don't worry, I did all the typing. They just do the copy paste into Trello. Okay. So everything there was written by me, but it wasn't, it was copy pasted by my virtual professionals. Okay, so I can teach you this very much because this is what we live on now. If you start working for me, which you will have an opportunity, during my mentoring program, start working for me. You definitely will be using Trello. Yeah, Trello is free. Asana is also free. Okay, but let's be real, Mark. It doesn't matter if it's paid or free. Can you type it in? It doesn't matter if I have to pay to use the app. Why? 45,000 pesos a month. If the app is 500 a month, does it really matter to pay 500 for 1 month to study the app? What do you think? I do that all the time. I pay for the app for a month, for 2 months, use it so I know how to use it. Okay? Because the counterpart is 45,000 a month. Why should I be afraid? Yes? To pay the small 500 pesos when I can give Jollibee 600 to feed my family because they just like it. Gets? I can willingly pay, 500, 600, 800, 1,000 for pizza, and it's gone tomorrow. No? So an app costing 600 or 1,000 is nothing. All right? That's mindset, no? That's growth mindset. Okay, let's go to the next one. Sorry. Another skill is more than Excel. How many of you has experience in Excel? Very good. I would like you to learn the other skills called more than Excel, because Excel is really, really old. Clients love it when you know how to use Excel. But to become a better executive VP, you must be used to the apps that are better than Excel. And in the mentoring program, I will be sharing to you the apps today that people use that are more than Excel. Actually, there's another one called more than Word. How many of you know how to use Microsoft Word? Very good. There are more apps like that, and they call them more than Word, more than words. So you need to be familiar in using these free apps, again, Mark, because most of your competition will already know Microsoft Word and Microsoft Excel. But if you add on to these skills, more than Word, more than Excel, then you will definitely stand out, because I will teach you what you will use this. Why are you using this? Because it's better than Excel, because You can tell the client exactly why it's better than Excel and why you're actually using it, so that they will say, wow, this VP is so executive. He's smarter than me, which is what clients want. How will the client tell you you're smarter than them? Because you know the apps. It's as simple as that. You know the apps. What did you know the apps? Because you asked Jomar to train you. So that's why you know the apps. How come you know how to use the apps? Because Jomar taught you how to use the app. That's why you know. All right. So yan. Here's another one, an executive VP skill, social media automation. Or the opposite, social media manual. Everybody knows how to post something in Instagram, yes? Upload, photo, upload. Okay. How about automating all of that? You need to know both, how to do it manually and how to do both. Sometimes you will be asked by a client to do the social media for him or her. But sa dami-daming work na papagawa sa'yo ni client, you want to automate that. So I'll teach you how my secrets of automation. All right. I use a paid app to do this, and it's worth it. My paid app is worth it. So that's another skill. Searching for new tools. This is more of a mindset. You have a problem, you don't know how to solve the problem. How do you find a tool to help you solve it? How do you find a tool? More important than the tool is marunong ka bang maghanap ng tool para matauhan so that you can, you can easily solve your problem. Much better than just knowing the problem is learning how to search for the right answer. All right? Okay, so those are the skills. Now, let me set you up for success. Those are the skills. Grabe, can you tell me one word or a few sentences? What do you think about the skills that they require? What do you think? These are the skills that they require. How hard is this job? What do you guys think? Pwede? Easy ba? Easy? Not that demanding? Yeah, sabi nga ni Mark, it's attitude. They want to hire you for your attitude, mainly, not really the skills. No, you have the right attitude, they'll hire you. Correct. No? Sabi ni Arnel, it's exciting. That's why I'm introducing to you the brand new 45K Evp Mentoring Program. Okay? Tignan mo, ang narinig nilang skill sa akin, persistence. That's not even the skill. So, kaya niyo siya, di ba, Gerald? Kaya niyo siya. No? Some of you might be saying it's difficult, no? Because you're not used to technology. But if you study it, yeah, you can be used to technology. That's why you have a phone, yeah? You studied it, right? Now, let me help you set you up for success. And then, quickly lang to, and then we can go to our interview. Okay ba? Sabi ni Evangelina, Lita, kakayanin ko. We can be try, yeah. Also, you need to be speaking English here, typing English and speaking English, even with wrong grammar in your verbal, it's actually fine. Wrong grammar on your words coming out of your mouth. But if you use apps, you shouldn't be wrong grammar in your email. Yes? Because you use apps. All right? Okay. So let me discuss how to set you up for success. Finally, I'll be announcing the 45K EVP Mentoring Program. And then we'll interview our guest for his surprise. Okay? So here's what it contains. You're going to get 3 in-depth sessions to discover the secrets of the EVP. Everything I discussed today. Okay, plus yung discuss ko in the next one, which is the EVP mindsets. Now, you're also going to get an opportunity to get the confidence that's required. How many of you are feeling doubtful? Kaya ko ba yan? Will I be confident enough to get hired? Remember that this 45,000 peso a month job you don't even need to look for a client. You understand me? You don't need to look for a client. They will look for a client for you. You understand me? The only time you're going to look for a client is hindi ka pumasa dun sa initial. But normally, they will look for a client for you if you're qualified. Yes? So that's why I'm sharing this to you, because it's a pretty rare opportunity. There is no client search. Okay? You don't have to be, you don't have to search for the client. There are clients there. These people I'm connected to will search for the clients for you. They already have a pool. They'll just match you to them. Okay? Now, but you do have to have the confidence that's required. That's why I'm going to introduce to you this concept called work for real. How is that? It's called a training internship. So yes, you're going to have 3 sessions, webinars with me to discover the secrets of being an EVP. But there's also going to be a work for real session. Ano yun? Well, here's how it works. I will give you a task. I will send it to you, the task. Email, I don't know, Trello, I'll send it to you. You need to figure out what to do. Google. Maparaan ka eh. Then, after you've done it, I'll show you how I will do it. Diba? So this is cheating, essentially. No? You're not supposed to know how it's done. Right? If this was a real client, you have to figure everything out. But I'll give you the chance to figure it out. Let's say I give you 2 days to figure it out. Now, after 2 days, you show me what you've done. It's real work, huh? It's real work. But I'll show you how I would do it. You get me? You get me? I have 17 years of experience in this thing. I definitely can show you how I would do it in several different ways. So for every task, you get a chance to do it yourself, and then you get a chance to see how I would do it, what apps I will use, how would I configure it, make it impressive for the client. That is called training internship. So it's called the 45K EVP mentoring. There is 15 days of training internship. 15 days, I will assign actual work for you to do. You work for me, and I will tell you what I would do after you've given to me your output, okay? Now, how many of you are interested to get more than 15 days of training? Like a 30-day training, right? More, so you learn more on this internship. Now, I also said this contains 3 days, 3 webinars, 3 sessions of in-depth 2-hour sessions to discover the secrets. So like 6 hours of the EVP world. Now, I'm going to give you an opportunity to add more to that. To get 6 days of mentoring, 6 times 2 hours is 12 hours of in-depth session to discover the EVP secrets. I'm going to give you 6 days instead of 3. And I'm going to give you 30 days of training internship. The way to enjoy these brand new bonuses, you're going to get 3 more sessions and 15 more days. So you get total of 6 days of Zoom webinar meetings and 30 days of internship. You need to join the 45K EVP training before September 8th, Friday, okay? So you need to join this mentoring program. Now, how much is it? The price is, to join as a VIP is to 19,900, which you enjoy one-on-one sessions with me and some of my virtual professional na naging clients before. So you can talk to them, Tatlo tayo, 3-way, You can join as a pair. You join up with anyone here in the chat room. Hey, let's join together. When you join as a pair, you have just to pay on the same day. 14,900 divided by 2 is 7,450 per person. That's a pair. And also, you can join solo 9,990. Yes, if you're OFW, obviously you can join, because when you work for me, we don't really meet like in a Zoom meeting. I don't meet my VPs kasi we don't really meet, though we will do that now as part of the exercise. But normally I just give you an assignment and you have to do it. All right. So any time zone will also work. All right. So right now you can join us using GCash, PPI, or BDO. Take a picture of this. There's no credit card yet. I'll do that like tomorrow. I'll announce it. Okay. So take a picture right now of this one before I let go. I'll just put it in the chat room so you guys can see it. Right. So this is a brand new mentoring program I've created for you guys to enjoy. The VIP training gives you access to my previous students and me. Pwede mo silang tanungin kung ano yung gusto mong malaman. But it's going to be a 3-way Zoom. I'm going to book a time with my virtual professional graduates so you can ask them about stuff, and I'll also be there to guide you guys. Okay? So it's an opportunity for you guys to join, to learn from my previous graduates in virtual professional world. So yan yung VIP. So you have time with me in the VIP and time with my virtual professional graduates. Anong timing? Wala pa akong nasa schedule na time yet. Okay? So if you want to join, just tell us the day you want to do the show. It's probably 8 o'clock on any day except Thursday. 8 o'clock at night on any day except Thursday and Saturday, kasi Saturday taken na. And yeah, so that's it. And when you do a training internship, there is no time. You just open your inbox, you get an assignment from me. So anyway, that's the deadline, September 8th. Now, before we go further, let's introduce you our guest, si Alistair Salgado from Cagayan de Oro. He is your dynamic virtual professional. Kaya papakita ko na si Alistair. Papasok lang kita sa thing, Alistair. Sandali lang. But before that, let's ay, anong nangyari? Ay, wait. Nawala yung video ni Alistair.
I'm back.
Ay, nawala yung video. So, wait lang. I have to figure out how to put you in this thing that I have. Guesting. Before we go, so si Alistair, I'm gonna ask him to introduce himself for the meantime muna, right? So, Mr. Alistair, nakita niyo ba si Alistair? Can you say hi, Alistair? Alistair?
Hello. Good evening, guys.
Malaki ba siya? Malaki ba siya? Dapat malaki si Alistair. I'm gonna try it again.
Hello.
Okay. Hindi niyo siya nakikita. Sandali lang. Ito na. Palalaking ko lang si Alistair.
Ayan.
Ayan, malaki na siya! Hello, Alistair. Oy! Alam ko ang tawag dyan. Elliptical.
Good evening.
Elliptical ang tawag dyan, no? So this is Alistair from Cagayan de Oro. Alistair, tell us something about your personal life before we proceed to our interview.
Yes, before I became a dynamic virtual professional or freelancer, tawag nila dyan. So I am an OFW for 10 years. So I started 2007 as a project engineer in Saudi Arabia, particularly sa Jubail na area. So after 5 years sa Saudi Arabia, so masaya pa yan. Pero after ilang years na, so in 7 years na feel ko na I really miss my family. And Jomar always make an ads that mag-freelancer ka na or mag-VA ka para you can hug your family every day. So I took a course from Jomar that was Facebook ads, yung first niya na Facebook ads talaga. Pero hindi ko masyado naintindihan kasi masyado pang technical. I really want to have the basic na tawag dito na course. So kinuha ko yung basic course niya. Then I've learned from Jomar, so you must start on what you have. Hindi sa zero. You are not starting zero kasi meron ka talagang alam. So I started number one sa graphics and video editing and website design and SEO. May konting SEO. Basic lang. Hindi yung may programming na search engine optimization. And of course, social media management. So I was introduced by Facebook, and that time, 2015, I always saw meron na palang trabaho as a Facebook ads manager. Oh no, not that ads, it's Facebook manager. So pwede pala ma-social media manager ka. So wala pang term yan nung una, Facebook pa. So that's why I got the course, this Facebook ads. But it turned out na mahirap pa yun. So yung tatlong tawag dito points, tawag dito yung direction ko sa website design, graphics, and social media, yan ang pinafocus ko. Because that time, I was a Vice President of Public Affairs sa Toastmaster, yung madaldal ng mga grupo, yung palaging speech ng pitch. So, tawag dito, naging Public Affairs Vice President, sorry. Tapos I manage their Facebook group and Facebook pages. So from cluster 1, naging cluster, we pioneered the Toastmastering from cluster 1 to cluster 5, just using Facebook, enticing others to become a Toastmaster also. And that's why in 2018, I retired from being tired of being an OFW. So I really decided to stop working and focus more. And so I enticed my wife to become a freelancer also, or a virtual professional. So we got another course again with Jomar, that was copywriting, social media. I think that was social media copywriting.
Mm-hmm.
And within that year, March, so I really focused on how to become a virtual professional. And by June, I landed with a lot of clients, not only one, but 3. And some clients, short lang, parang 2 months, 3 months. And I have almost from 2018 till now, I have almost 9 long-term clients. It will end as 2 years, 1 year, and now I have 2 that really stick. I really stick to these people because I grow together with their company as a video explainer and for the YouTube channel in UK, and the other one assistant manager and SEO specialist in Australia. And now I got a new gig from Australia also, because I really like Australia, especially because of the time. you have 2 hours difference only if it's Sydney, and if it's Perth, parang Pilipinas lang. So you don't have to work nighttime kasi ayaw ko talaga mag-work nighttime. So this happened na nakita kong isang I usually go to job online job PH kasi nandun talaga yung ewan ko yung madali ako makakita ng client doon sa ibang platforms wala talaga eh. But I have a technique na mag-apply sa mga job posting na hindi masyadong maraming requirements para hindi sasakit ng ulo mo kung magtrabaho ka. So nakita ko lang to and I feel ako to So digital marketing and social media specialist. So ang role lang 5 lang ilagay. So distribution of content across social media channels, ako yun. Allocation of budget toward boosting content posts. Kasi recently, a month ago, meron kaming project sa one of my client. Nag-boosting kami using audience, FB audience. So malaman yan, sobrang technical na yan. So ang isa is building and optimizing paid advertising campaigns across Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Google. So tinignan ko lang yung website nila. Parang naka-set up na. So I think, feel ko na parang monitoring na lang to. So nag-apply ako. Then one day, somebody Skyped me. Sabi niya, we'll have some interview. Are you available? So quick lang yun talaga. Parang 9 o'clock siya ng message, 12 o'clock ang interview. So text-based. That was my first time na text-based ang interview.
Chatting lang.
So, yeah, first time ko talaga na text-based. So, parang mag-text lang sa chat. So, ang una niyang question is all about the work. And na-answer ko naman particularly about digital marketing. So, nadaanan ko na lahat yung mga experience ko. Sinabi ko na lang. Kasi, wag ka lang sinungaling kasi alam niya what you know and what they know also. So, obvious talaga kung you will lagyan mo ng flower yung answers mo. Just be honest. That time I was very honest and very direct answer to him. Give a direct answer to him. Kasi sinabi niya, marunong ka ba mag-TikTok advertising tapos Google Ads? Sinabi ko, hindi ko alam yan. Pero sinabi ko na we can study that. But I'm really focused sa social media today and Facebook ads, very familiar with that. So and the next is he asked me about the campaigns and answer ko naman, and yun lang, parang 4 na question lang yun about really sa technical things about sa work, yung 5 job description. And sabi niya, sige, I want to talk to you after 30 minutes kasi meron siyang i-discuss with his manager. So, pinasok ko na agad itong mga questions. So, itong galing dito sa book. Ito, kay Jomar. Kita mo, Jomar?
Yeah, for brilliant question to ask in your interview.
Yeah, this is very helpful. Hindi lang dito sa client na big client ko. I consider a big client. Marami din akong big client because pandemic na stop sila. Pero I use this question 1 or 2. Wag lang lahat 4 kay parang scripted na. Mostly I use 1, 2 or sometimes 3 if really the interviewer is very bubbly, is very talkative. So I just ask the question, hanapin ko muna. Kasi after the question, technical question, attracted din siya sa kasi I took a globe na pinakamalakas na signal, na pinakamalakas na internet is 200 Mbps. Nagwaw siya talaga. My internet speed is 200 Mbps and binigyan ko siya ng screen capture. And that time, the screen captured 324 Mbps. So pinaka-peak talaga. So nagwaw siya. And sabi niya, so I talk to you after 30 minutes. So pumasok na ako sa question. Sabi ko, can I ask you a question? Sabi ko, saan ba dito? Tingnan mo na. Okay, sabi ko, yes, of course. Sabi niya. So, can you tell me, yun ang first question dito. Ang first question mo dito, Tinight ko rin, tapos kinapi ko dito, can you tell me about the team I'll be working with? Kasi ma-feel niya talaga, uy, gusto niya magtrabaho dito. So nag-ask siya sa ano. So nag-answer naman siya, say, no worries. So you will be working with me, myself, and a team. Isang Facebook manager, tapos isang tawag dito, designer. Tapos may mga tutor sila. Kasi this company is a company of his mother. His mother is a ballet dancer and has a lot of tutor all over the world sa Australia, Canada, US, Latin America, marami sila. Tapos sa Pilipinas, meron Asia din, sa China. So his mother developed a training para lalakas yung katawan mo, especially if your profession is dancing, especially ballet. So ang son niya, yung nag-interview sa akin, siya yung sa digital marketing. So that team I'll be working with. Yan ang first question ko. Tapos makulit kasi ako, gusto ko ma-sure talaga na dapat after 30 minutes makausap kami live talaga sa Skype. And I asked him, so can I ask you another last question? Is it okay? So sabi ko, sabi niya, yes, no problem. So is welcome. There are times, guys, na kung ayaw niya, okay, no problem, baka busy. Pero nag-entertain siya. So isa lang ka-question yung ginamit ko. So kinopya ko rin. Sabi ko, what is the single largest problem facing your business? And would I be in position to help you solve this problem? So ang answer niya is, to be honest, the major issue at the moment, this time, we have many events and campaigns. So maraming events, workshop. So online ang workshop nila, physical workshop, na hindi nila makontrol or hindi nila ma-monitor and at the same time analyze. So they need someone with more experience in digital advertising, as my knowledge and experience has fallen over the art. So dahil sa busy niya, hindi niya monitor. So na perfect talaga na na-fill in ko yung ano yun. So after 30 minutes, yung sa interview na, just asking me anong desired, sabi ko, kuha na ako. Sabi niya, he asked me, what's your desired hourly rate? Sinabi ko naman. And when can you start? Sabi ko, tomorrow. So na-amaze siya, ha? Tomorrow? Kasi open ko talaga that time because isang client ko, they have a fight with the tawag dito, yung partners niya. So kalas na din ako doon. So I'm ready to start talaga tomorrow. It's right time talaga. So sabi ko, I can start tomorrow. So tomorrow talaga ako nag-start, and what happened in the first week is hindi pa talaga trabaho. So meron kong 4 weeks watch ako ng Skillshare about Facebook marketing, digital
Skillshare
marketing.
ka? Binayaran nila Skillshare mo?
Binayaran nila ang Skillshare.
Wow.
Nabayad na din ako. Bayad din ako. Every week ang bayad.
Pinag-training ka for free?
Training for free.
Okay.
Tapos, bayad.
Okay.
Bayad. Then, so that was it. Then, this is my second week of working with them. So I really feel na I will stay longer here as long as, sabi ni Jomar, just take note with that. Meron talagang take note na sinabi ni Jomar kanina. Mag-report ka talaga what happened or anong ginawa mo. Kahit kung wala kang ginawa ngayon, pero itong ginawa ko. Kasi example, kung tapos ka na sa assignment mo, at tapos ang assignment ko, 2 hours lang to. Pero pwede akong gagawin ito. And he answered me, yung manager ko na talaga, hindi yung may-ari. Ang manager said, that's nice, that's great. So just tell them, kahit naka-time doctor ako, but tell them that you are working. Sometimes time doctor is very general. You have to take or the asana, take the regular task, and it's really regular task. So the specific task, just tell them na itong ginawa mo. And also about the mindsetting is very important. So if I don't believe in myself that I will not perform with this task, so hindi ako nag-apply. So if you say na kaya mo, if you say kung hindi mo kaya, you're right. Pero kung if you say also na kaya mo, you're also right. Di ba, Jomar?
Yeah. Tama.
Yan lang. May question?
Galing. Uy, hindi natin nasabi sa kanila yung without saying the number, no? Yung bayad mo pang 1 month.
Yes,
pang
yung
1
regular.
week. Sabi
Yung, ang monthly salary ko noon, weekly na ngayon.
Yeah.
Ganyan ka-improve. Yes. Ang weekly salary ko noon, monthly salary ko, weekly na ngayon. So, yes. Happy talaga. Then, they are very nice Australians, and they want you to grow also. Hindi puro galing lang sa iyo lahat, because I had a client from US na they want to get something from you. They will not give you something about them or new knowledge or new things about Facebook and digital. These people, they share their knowledge, and also they train me, and also they guide me every day. And I'm lucky because they have their system already, and I have to learn that system, and maybe if I can go deeper, pwede na ako mag-suggest na to improve their digital marketing. Anyway, they're earning already.
Which is good. Yun ang gusto mong client.
They just need somebody to do these things.
Pag ang client nag-earn, mas madali yan kasi paparamihin mo lang, no?
Yeah, ang mahirap sa startup is also great because I have one client ko pa rin ngayon. Magtagal ka sa kanya. Ang pangit lang sa startup, there are some clients na huli na ba? Parang wala na sila talagang budget, tapos doon ka magpapasok. Tapos you are pushed na to have this kind of engagement, this kind of sales. So mahirap yun. But at least alam ko na paano if I go inside the company, meron akong isang client, I will just ask him na ilang years na ba to. Anyway, you can see that in their social medias. Yeah, that's
galing
it.
ha? Pinag-skill share ka muna para sigurado sila nagkakaintindihan kayo. Para
Yeah.
Akala ko ba alam mo to? Yung mga ganyan, di ba?
Kasi sinabihan ko talaga sila directly na ang alam ko is mostly sa boosting, and merong Facebook ads pero once a month for discounts and the sales only. Not as active as their Facebook ads. Yung Facebook ads talaga nila, Jomar, kung makita mo, very active talaga. Every day. Kasi may workshop sila all over the world. So Dubai, South America, South Africa, US. Sa US pa, marami pang state. Each state, meron silang workshop. So they have their tutors there, and you have to advertise their workshop in that certain kind of date.
So are you the one running that na?
Yes, I'm the one running that with their guidance. But sometimes if I need to tweak something sa so say audience, because they're very focused in sa audience, I will just tell them, can I do this and update the boosting, because sometimes you have it's very technical, guys, no, pero sa Facebook ang hinahanap mo sa cost per click is dapat less than $1.
Hindi nyo.
more than $1, dapat may i-tweaks mo para bababa yan. But sometimes if more than $1, I have a lot of bookings, or so say buying tickets, somebody is registering, so I just hold on that kahit $2 siya per clicks, pero meron namang bookings, so okay din.
O basta merong positive diba? Kahit positive naman yung natatanggap nyo, kumikita naman si company.
Yeah.
Kahit na $2 per click yan, okay lang.
Yeah. Kasi may clicks na 0.05 per cost niya, pero walang walang
namang bumibili.
Wala.
Galing.
Masyadong yeah.
Ang galing, ang ganda niyan. Ang ganda ng opportunity mo kasi yan it's a global company, literally. With different nationalities na nagjo-join. So you get to see an operation of a global company from inside.
Yes, and the Facebook ads also, what are they are targeting, because they have products also. They have So studios that
Mhm.
you need to advertise in Australia, all about dance and ballet.
Dancing naman. Galing, ganda ng
Dancing.
niche. Dancing niche. Galing.
Yeah.
Yun, thank you so much. Meron ba kayong tanong kay Alistair before we go? Thank you so much,
Yes
Alistair,
po.
for sharing your experience with us. Pasensya, wala ako sa picture kasi hindi ako marunong.
Yes,
Paano
pero
ba?
I've learned also by listening kanina sa yeah,
Mm.
really I've learned, tapos na review ko rin, importante talaga is if you have client, workflow is very important.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sige, tuloy mo yan.
Meron-
Tuloy mo yan. Why is it important? Okay, kami yan. Ano sa
Yeah,
experience mo? Lumabas
Yes,
yan.
it's very important kasi mas madali yung trabaho mo, anong unahin.
Mhm.
And Jomar is very right na every client, like iba-iba yung workflow. So meron ka talaga, what I learned sa workflow, number one talaga, you put folders in your browser. For example, every folder sa browser mo, isang client. Tapos nandun
Yeah.
na lahat yung tawag niya, yung mga links, mga Facebook. So another folder, nandun naman another client, yung links, Facebook, calendars.
Turo ko sa
Sometimes
yung secret, Alistair. Hindi ka na turo ko sa yung secret, hindi na gumagamit ng browser ngayon. Yan ang secret.
Yeah, secret mo
Hindi na
yan.
browser ang ginagamit ngayon. Alam niyo ba 'yon? Pag VP ka, hindi ka nagagamit ng browser. Iba na ang ginagamit. Wala nga akong tawag doon sa tool na 'yun eh. Sabihin ko sa iyo, sa the rest of you, kung
Sige.
gusto niyo malaman, sali kayo dun sa mentoring program. Pero si Alistair, libre na 'yon. Okay. Hindi naman niya kailangan another client eh, pero kailangan niya yung tool na 'yon.
Yeah.
Yun.
So yan lang. So maganda yung program mo ngayon. It's really it will help you also, guys. And it helped me also sa yung last course na nakuha ko. Ay, meron pa akong isang course pala. Yung before my first client, yung Facebook, social media script writing, copywriting.
Social media copywriting ba?
Kasi may mga clients din kayo na binigay sa amin and we practice those things.
Oo nga. That's an internship job, no? It's also an internship pero buwan 'yun, no?
Yeah,
Nagawa yung napakadaming trabaho.
I mean, ulit-ulit pero okay lang. At least pwede na ako makapikit na gamit yung Canva. Maganda ang tool ng Canva. Tapos ngayon, parang nag-shift na nga ako dahan-dahan from Filmora to Canva kasi may video ng Canva.
Yeah.
Problema yung isang tool na lang.
Oo nga.
Yeah.
Tama naman. So Filmora has nice effects, no? Na wala naman sa Canva. Pero kung magagawa mo yung trabaho mabilis, ay dun ka na sa mabilis.
Yeah, sa mabilis, yeah.
Kaysa, basta, kaysa nangangapa ka pa, di ba? Alright. So, thank you so much. Do you guys have questions to Alistair? Matutulog na ba siya? Pakisabi mo pa sa chat room. Tulog na si Alistair? Or magkilaw din tayo sa asawa ni Alistair kasi VP din ang asawa ni Alistair, di ba? Hi, wifey. How do you get paid daw? Anong ginagamit na sistema ng mga clients mo? PayPal, direct deposit?
No, if Australia, it's Wise Transfer. Kung wala kang Wise Transfer.
Wire transfer? Wire?
Wise.
Wise, W-I-S-E.
Transfer Wise yan ang una. Ngayon Wise
transfer
na lang.
Wise na lang. AUD ba? Bayad sa'yo?
Yes. Ang transfer nila is AUD. Pagdating sa bangko, peso na.
Okay. Nag-convert lang. Sige. Pala. Okay.
2 hours lang, darating na. Parang ganyan.
Galing naman. Pakisabi nga sa chatroom, nakakaingit ba? Magsimula na kayo. May tanong pang technical, do you accept Pioneer? It doesn't matter, sir. If they accept Pioneer, as long as they want to pay you. Di ba? Alam mo yan?
Yeah.
Kaya depende yan, Arnel, sa client, di ba? Hindi, may Pioneer, may bank transfer, etc.
Yeah.
Hindi
sa area yan. Sa Australia, most of them now are using this kind of app, Wise. Meron pang isa, Paysend. Yata yun, Paysend. Pero they are using Wise. Kasi kung wala kang app sa Wise, kahit bangko mo lang, pwede makapadala na sila.
Oo. Ay, hindi kami nagsasabi ng average income. Sorry. Sa ibang grupo, they love to tell the BIR these numbers. No, dito sa amin, matalino naman ako to spare you of the heartache. Hindi kami namimigay ng numbers kasi hindi naman tama 'yon.
Pero
sabi ko sa inyo,
ng 6 figures.
6 figures is done. Done deal.
Yes, done.
Hindi kami namimigay ng numbers. Kung kayo ay obsessed sa numbers, dun kayo sa ibang grupo where they make targets on their head. Target nila dito, BIR, come after me. Yan ang ginagawa nila. Galing, no?
Yes.
Di pangit yun. Pangit yun. Yung sinabi mo doon sa BIR, come after me, sinasabi ko sa inyo, I've been registered with the government for 10 years na. I know what I'm talking about.
And also, don't mention your income or total income kasi may times talaga, we are virtual professional. May times na 3 years ka lang dito na client. So, maging ganito na naman yung client mo. Hanap ka naman ng client. So, tataas na naman client mo. So, magdepende yan talaga. So, but because of your skills, hindi ka you will not afraid na mawalan ka ng clients.
Nagbabago yan. Like a normal business. Mas nagbabago pa nga ito than a normal business eh. Normal business usually may regular clients yan na 2,000 ang clients niya eh. Ikaw hindi ka 2,000 ang clients mo eh. Di ba?
Yeah. Any tips for negotiating your price? Be confident lang kung magsalita siya na magkano kailangan mo or yung hourly rate. Sabihin mo, $10 per hour.
Or 20. Yeah.
Or 20 or 15. Nasa sa'yo.
Nasa yan. It's all about
sa akin
practice.
Lang, minention kasi niya dito, magkano ang buwan. So, dinivide ko lang. So, yan ang per hour na. So nag-yes na siya. Wala nang negotiation. Yes na agad. Kasi yun talagang budget niya. So, that's it.
The technique, I think, is figure out the budget of the client para wala kang problema.
Kasi meron ko talaga akong client na sinabihan ko na ganito, pero ang kaya ganito. Tapos, ang gusto niyang trabaho, $1,000. May ganyan na client. Mag-ingat lang kayo. Magbigay ng $200, tapos ang trabaho parang pang $1,000. So, i-exit ko na.
Oo. Arnel, you should read the book. May gumawa ng libro si Jomar Hilario. Narinig niyo na ba yun? Virtual Careers. How much is average pay per hour? Wala pong average pay per hour. Depende sa trabaho. Ayan po, bili po kayo sa Amazon ng Virtual Careers, Arnel. Mabibili mo yan sa Amazon. Walang average pay per hour kasi hindi isa yung trabaho. Iba-iba yung work. Okay? Iba-iba yung work. Yung EVP, 45,000 naman. Pag hindi ka EVP, ibabayad mo. Okay? So, if you haven't read the book, Arnel, yung Virtual Careers, go get the book in Amazon, right?
Yeah, it really helps.
Makukuha matatanggal mo yung scams, maintindihan mo yung pasikot-sikot ng virtual professional world. So, yung mga questions mo, mostly nasagot na doon. Okay? And a lot of millennials nowadays, hindi nila alam yan eh. So, at least alam nyo na ginawan ko na ng libro yan. Tapos, $3 lang yung libro sa Amazon. $3. Okay.
Yeah.
So, yung shipping mo na lang ang iisipin mo kung gusto mong kunin yung libro sa Amazon. Ayan. Di ba? Ito, bigay ko sa link ha for the Amazon version of the book. Alright? Ayan. Thank you so much, Sir Alistair.
Thank you
greetings
also.
to the family. And ilang taon na tayo? 7 years na working online, no? 7 years working online. Tama ba ako? Ay, hindi naman. Hindi ko lang.
2018. Simula.
2018.
7 years a student.
7 years a student, pero 4 years?
4 years. Almost
4 5 years?
Yeah.
4, kasi may 2025. 5 years. 5 years ka na.
Yeah.
5 years ka na working online. Ayun.
Yes.
Biggest, before we go, ano yung biggest benefit na nakita mo after working 5 years online? Isa lang.
Isa lang? Nandito lang sa bahay.
Yun na yun. Nandito lang sa bahay.
Kasi OFW, ang ma-experience ko sa OFW, masaya kapag uwi. Ang pagbalik, ang sakit. Ang sakit talaga. Parang, ayoko na bumalik.
Okay.
Tapos ma-control mo yung bahay. And because of the pandemic, timing din na I work at home and ang mga bata naging CFA na rin. So, I can
Homeschool.
guide them. Yes, CFA din.
Na-guide mo yung mga bata dahil nasa bahay
nag-guide
ka
mo.
din sa kanilang
And
homeschool.
10 years ago, yung eldest ko hindi masyadong nagsalita sa akin. We don't talk too much. So ngayon, at least we have bonding as father and son. Kasi siya talaga yung wala akong mostly at time. So at least ma-influence mo yung anak mo kung nandito ka sa Pilipinas. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Alistair. Salamat for sharing us your story.
Yes.
Okay. Salamat everyone for joining us. Ayan na po ang ating show today. Just encourage everyone. May tanong pa. Sige, sasagutin ko. Alistair, thank you so much. I'll just answer these questions before we close my 2-hour show na naman. 2 hours na naman ako. Hindi talaga mapigilan. Nagtanggal pa ako ng laman nito.
Yeah.
Marami
kasing ma-discuss.
Dami di-discuss. Hindi pa nga enough eh. So, tanong, ano ang challenges ng working virtual? Ay, madali yan. Yung na-experience mo na yung working at home nung pandemic, 2 years pandemic, napagdaanan mo na yon, Gerald. You wanna answer this, Alistair? Ano ang challenges ng working virtual?
Number 1, madali kang ma-disturb talaga. Number 1, madali kang ma-disturb kasi nasa bahay ka lang. Tapos walang space. At least, I have this office. As much possible may office ka. Pero multi-office to, exercise room and like that. Pero at least may office ka. And disturb. Tapos disturb sa mga bata talaga. So paraging and madali mong makita yung mga butas-butas sa bahay mo or dapat i-fix. Yan, yung ganyan. Dapat i-fix ko pala to. So next week and after working, i-fix mo yan. Ang mga lawn, yan, mga aso, makita mo lahat. So you have to take care of that. Pero
mo kailangan i-fix.
Yeah. DIY, puro ako DIY dito. May makita ka, repair. Ayan. At least nasa bahay ka lang. Yan lang.
So tama yan. You need to find a space for you na para sa'yo lang. Doon ka mag-work. Kahit na sulok lang niyang bahay yan.
Yeah.
You need to work there. Tapos istorbohin ka nila forever. Whoever's in your house. Yung mga nag-work from home na walang kasama sa bahay, masasaya sila. Yeah. Diba?
Yes.
Pero yung mga may kasama sa bahay, katulad mga majority of the Filipino, may experience mo yan, istorbohin ka nila. So you'll have to find a way para ma-solve mo yun. Right?
And also, kung may budget na ka na talaga, you have to prepare yung hot season. Kung mainit talaga, ma-disturb ka sa trabaho mo. Wala may aircon or ventilated ang area. Yes.
Or sa akin, hindi nga aircon eh. It's just electric fan sa paa.
Yan. At least ang electric fan mo years sa'yo. Ma-ventilate ka lang.
Maraming bintana. That's another way. Another way to address that pag mainit sa Pilipinas.
Ayan.
Galing. Ano pa? May tanong. Sige, let's tinatanong ni Arnel, will I get all the skills in the EVP training? Yep, you will get all the skills. However, ikaw maglo-learn with me. You will learn with me. I won't learn it for you. I'll show you how it's done. Tapos, you'll just do it. And then, matututunan mo siya. Alright? Pansin niyo, konti lang talaga yung skills na hinihingi nila. Konti lang talaga. Kasi nga, you're just going to be like some sort of assistant vice president to the entrepreneur or executive. So, hindi masyadong technical yung mga papagawa sa'yo. Talagang support ka nila. Ganun. Pero, mas demanding yun. Kasi like, ang trabaho mo para kang second brain ng tao. You'll experience it in the internship. Okay? You'll experience it. I'll tell you exactly what to do. Sometimes I'll just give you the problem, then I'll tell you exactly what to do. Sometimes nakadetalye na talaga yung dapat mong gawin. Pabasahin mo na lang. Yan. Okay? Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Thank you for the people in YouTube. Thank you to Alistair and for everyone who joined. I'll see you guys again next week. I'll discuss more this topic probably Thursday, maybe earlier, but most likely Thursday. I'll talk more about it. Okay? In our next meeting, I'll train you about the mindsets. Ano ba yung proper EVP mindset na kailangan mong gawin? Okay? And for those who are joining early, make sure you remember na hanggang September 8, meron tayong bonus na days when you join us. All right? In the EV 45K EVP Mentoring Program. All right? Okay, thank you so much. God bless everyone, and say God bless to Alistair as well. All right?
Yes, thank you. Shukran. Mark.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, salamat.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
God bless.
Oh.
Thank you.